So you want to feel less fear, anxiety, and be happier? Well, here's the power move. There's some interesting studies around the amygdala, and you actually have two of them, one on each side of the brain, the right and the left. And the amygdala are like warning bells that get triggered, sending us into fight or flight or fear response. If you're new here, my name's Casper. I help people reset their reality. If you're into that, follow me. And I need to give some context first, so stick around because I promise it's going to be worth it. Scientists at University College of London found that people who self-identified as conservatives have a larger amygdala than people who self-identified as liberals. And the amygdala are like a muscle. It can actually grow and shrink. And the reason this study is so interesting is because it shows a direct correlation between politics and how it affects your brain. So you start to think about the fear-based messaging system. Its job is to create anxiety and stress. And being exposed to chronic stress, trauma, fear has been shown to grow your amygdala and make them become overly sensitive. Like I said yesterday, more worry equals more fear and more things to worry and fear over because the universe answer is always yes. Here's one last juicy nugget. Scientists at Yale asked US Republicans to imagine that they had superpowers and were impermeable to injury. And what they found was that that made them more liberal. And so the opposite is true. More fear equals more conservative people. This pretty much shows that when people feel threatened, they become more conservative. And the system is built this way on purpose, but that's not what I want to talk about. I'm not here to talk about politics. I want to talk about neuroplasticity because this is so important for manifesting in your well-being. And it's even more important for your happiness. And a lot of people tend to think, this is just the way I am, this is not going to change. But that's actually not true. And the neuroscience shows that we can change, and we can change our brain and our nervous system. We're not stuck with the habitual patterns of thinking, feeling, behaving. It's important to know that your biology is purely oriented around survival. But really, at this point in time, it's pretty outmoded. People don't need to run from saber-toothed tigers anymore. And there's a famous expression, neurons that fire together, wire together. And this essentially means that we can stop firing old pathways and rewire new ones, changing our behaviors. And this is why I always say consistency is key, and it takes about 30 days to really make an impact habitually. For genetics, they're not determinant of your life outcomes. So you just have to learn how to self-regulate and become self-aware. Here's the power move. The science shows us that the neural networks that support greater emotional balance, cognitive control, and overall positive outlooks become stronger, while the neural networks that are involved in being prone and upset become weaker when you do these two things. The first is meditation. And meditation has been shown to strengthen neural networks that support emotional control and so on. It has also been shown to literally decrease the size of the amygdala. So you can literally train yourself to develop a greater sense of well-being and actual well-being. The best part, all it takes is 20 minutes a day. The second one is exercise. And there's something really interesting that scientists have found out in the last decade, that when you exercise, when you walk or run, do yoga, lift weights, whatever it is, your muscles release a protein the scientists they're literally calling it a hope molecule because they're essentially antidepressants. And so it's not just that. These two neurochemical factors increase neuroplasticity. And so what does neuroplasticity do? Well, it helps you change your brain in a positive direction, increase your well-being, and it enables you to manifest more positive things in your life because the universe's answer is always yes. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow me for more life-changing ways that you can reset your reality.